Hey, how you doing, guys? How you doing, guys? I'm back again. I just came back from gym slash work as well, and just something that came across my mind today. I thought I should go online and share this message with you guys. And that's basically why we go to work, guys. You know. Now, of course, we go to work to pay our bills. No one can argue with that. We go to work to pay our bills. We gotta eat. We gotta support family. You know, um, all about the bills, man. But the reality, guys, of also why we go to work, and this as a young man took me a long time to sort of understand. Even right now, I just got the idea of actually why do I wake up and go to work besides buying what I like and paying off my bills. So here it is, guys. I got to find out that the reason we go to work, check this out, the reason we go to work is so that in the future we don't have to work. That's crazy, right? That's the Da Vinci Code right there. The reason we go to work is so that in the future we do not have to work. Now, how does that work? You may ask. This only works, guys, by working smart and using time to work for you. I hope I'm not confusing anyone, guys. By working smart, by using time to end up working for you. Now, what does that mean, guys? It basically means investing in tomorrow. That's right about it. Living in between your means right now to live better tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, you go to work, guys. Yes, to pay your bills. Yes, to stay alive. Yes, so that you don't beg anyone. But the main point that I want to share with you guys today as to why we go to work is you go to work so you can work less in the future. Now, majority of people get this wrong, including myself. It took me a while to get it. You know, Being on the hamster wheel is very easy, guys. Wake up, kumbaya, go to work, knock off, eat, go back home, sleep, do it again and again and again. Thank God it's a Friday. Saturday, drink. Sunday, sleep, hangover, or whether you're at church or something, and you just keep doing it again and again and again. And guys, this is not how it's supposed to be, even though majority of us do it like that. Now, the cheat code, guys, with the work thing is that you're supposed to work so that you work less in the future. Investing on your tomorrow today. Now, let me get deep into it, guys. What I'm basically trying to say is you're supposed to work to get assets that will make your life easier in the future. Now, those assets can come in different forms, guys. Starting a small business, being an investor, a gradual investor, or just putting your money aside for future rainy days so that when you do lose your job, you don't panic and threaten to kill yourself because you've got that 6 month to 12-month cushion before anything drastically happens. You simply understand, your numbers. You're like, you know what? If I had to lose my job today, chances are the next 3 to 4 months, I'll still be able to sustain myself. And in the future, hopefully get a job quick enough before I run out of bank that I have saved up. But the best way to do it, guys, is simply investing in stuff that will make you money in the future. This is why influencers, business people, anyone out there who's an entrepreneur, stress the importance of having a side hustle, guys. Now, we know the word side hustle may sound cool. Some of y'all be like, I have a side hustle, I'm pushing things aside, what. But the point of a side hustle, guys, is to support the dream of not working in the future. You know what I mean? So you pick your pick, guys. You can either invest, start a side hustle, either one, or hopefully makes it, you get your breakthrough, either one of the two ways, so that in the future, you don't have to work as much, guys. Because, right now, today, you're feeling quite good. You're young, your body's pumping, you got energy for days, you're not sick. Unfortunately, that one is not guaranteed, So you've been living for a while, assuming that you're okay right now. But the next 5 years, tomorrow, the next 10 years are not guaranteed, guys. So that's why you always gotta be not even a step ahead, 10, 50 steps ahead of this life thing, by investing today so that in the future, you okay, all right, you know what I mean? Because the death thing is crazy, guys. When you get to a certain age or when you're really, really out of luck, you lose a lot of people that are close to you at a rapid pace, on a yearly pace. That's when you know that things ain't looking good in the family, But at the end of the day, guys, it does come down to you. We can't stress this point hard enough that it always comes down to you. Now, people can always say you are being selfish. You think of yourself. When people are calling out to have some fun, you staying in the house because, you're trying to save and everything like that. People will always have something to say if you don't flow with the way they're flowing, But you gotta have a stand, guys. You gotta have a vision of the future, guys. You gotta see, you gotta project to the future, guys. Simply just living on the right now. Back in the day, I think around 2010, 2011, that whole thing of YOLO was out there. Oh, you only live once. YOLO, YOLO. Mess around, blow your paycheck in a weekend. That's not YOLO, guys. That's just being foolish. That's the truth. That's just being foolish, So that's the message of today, guys. I simply just want to emphasize that the reason you go to work is so that you don't have to work at all in the future or must at the level that you currently are right now. Because rest be assured, your body is not always going to hold out the way it's holding out currently, And that's for my guys who are watching these who are under 40, man, you definitely not gonna be young forever. I think you understand that. But it's gonna be easy, guys, for you to wake up going to work knowing that this is a 10-year plan, 20-year plan. You don't see yourself working as a slave forever. Something I also struggled with, guys. I started waking up. It was so repetitive. I started asking myself, does this work thing really make sense? Could my life get better than this? And, I almost got depressed for a second, guys. I never get depressed. I always try to take it like a man. Shout out to my man, Andrew Tate. But I started losing myself because I wasn't dating anyone. I wasn't going out with friends. So I was going to work, getting paid in the month, saving more than 50% of that, waking up the next week, Monday, and going back to work. I think I did it, guys, for a good 9 months. I damn near almost lost my mind, guys. So that's why it's also important, guys, to always sort of reward yourself. Don't go too hard on this discipline thing, We don't want you losing your mind for any other reason, But there's nothing wrong with taking a break from a lot of things simply because you know you're trying to invest in your future. Because, like I said, we not trying to retire at 60. That's the standard retirement age, right? But no one ever said you have to turn 60 and then you have to retire. That's what the government lays out, that listen, 6 year olds gotta take their ass home, you know. Now you don't have to wait for 60, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with retiring at 45. You could retire at 45. Now by retire, it doesn't mean you have to stop working. It simply just means perhaps at 45, that is when you can start doing what you always wanted to do on a daily basis. Because when you're starting out, guys, you're connecting dots, you're trying to network, you're trying to keep your source of income rolling. If you're an entrepreneur, then you're really going through a lot of things, So most of us, we don't really do what we love on a daily basis. That's when you start going on a philanthropy life like Bill Gates. That's when you've lived your life and you're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm retiring as a CEO. My job is to go around the world teaching young kids, sorting out this healthcare thing around the world, donating, going on meetings, meeting new people, networking, making your own calendar, guys. Imagine that life, that you have a group of people that help you go where you want to go, do what you want to do, whenever you want to. Oh, that's an ultimate life goal, guys. That's when you start being a human being. The true definition of freedom right there. But freedom comes at a price, guys. Work, 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 so that in the future you work less. Start the side hustle. Invest. Cut out those expenses. Cut off some friends that make you spend all the time. Cut off the women. Because that matters, right? Especially for my young guys out there. You know how powerful women can be. You know what I mean? You need to think future more often than not. But with that being said, don't be afraid to live your life. Take a breather, have a drink, go somewhere, buy this and that. But at the end of the day, you always gotta lock in that ultimate goal, guys. That ultimate goal of, hey, listen, I'm not trying to work and retire till I'm 60. You could do it well before 50, guys. You could do it well before 50. And as I said, retirement doesn't mean that now you're done with the world, you're going home to watch TV forever. Retirement can simply mean freedom, put in different words or whatever, I would like to retire at 45, meaning I would like from 45 to let my assets pay me so that I don't have to wake up at 7:30 every day and rush to a job where they can release me at any time and say, thank you for your due diligence of being on this company, but we have to let you go. The ultimate freedom, guys, is literally when you can make money from your assets. If your assets generate that money 24/7 whilst you sleep, bravo. That's the goal. That's the extreme level right there. But that's the message, guys, that I'm trying to share with you. Simply hustle with the intention that all your hard work and patience is for you to work less in the future. That's one of the eighth wonders of the world, man. You know, there is something about doing more right now to simply do less in the future. But you gotta be smarter about it, guys. You gotta be smart about it. It starts with you making the right choices on a daily basis so that you don't mess yourself up thinking you got all the time in the world. You know, let me blow this money today. I'ma get it month end anyways. All of this, guys, accumulates over time. You know, and for me, like I normally say, I was a late bloomer. You know, some guys get drafted in the league. Speaking of the NBA now, you know, I'm a basketball fan. Some people, when they come into a sport, they just good from the get-go. And some guys are late bloomers. They get good way later. I was a late bloomer, guys, on this life thing. I was a late bloomer. I started understanding things well at the end of my 20s. I think around 28, that's when things started clicking in my head. All along, I always thought I was smart. I always felt like I figured things out. I knew what I was doing. I graduated. I'm a smart guy. You know, I'm not doing drugs. I'm going to work. But every single time I got paid, that money went to things that were not assets, guys. I'm talking about a good 5 to 6 years with the only thing of value that I sort of owned that wasn't an asset was a bed and a computer. But shout out to the computer, man, because the computer always made me money. But even then, I would always make money from using that computer. But guess what? I would never take that money back and invest it back in a business. Get a new mouse, a new keyboard, new RAM, nothing. I would spend all of that money on the weekend. And you guys, you know what happens on the weekend. For a good 5 to 6 years, that's what I did. Working to spend. Working to spend. You know, so with today's video, I just want to highlight it to you young guys, with you young girls, that listen, man, gather up your strength, do the work thing, don't complain, but never lose the vision, the end goal. You know, never lose the vision, never lose the end goal. Push so that in the future you work less and you can hopefully leave from your investments and your assets. You know, that's the message that I want to share with you guys today. That listen, we all go to work, all of us, but how we handle our money is a different ball game. That's a different ball game. You know, so today I just wanted to answer the question why work is important, which you know why, but why work is really, really, really important. And most guys don't understand this until it's too late. You know, talking about you want to start saving because now you're a family man. Imagine if you had started saving early on your 20s, you know. But it's never too late, guys. You could start tomorrow. You could start next week if you're a little slow. But I guarantee you, the sooner you start doing some of these decisions, the better it works for you in the long run. Because whether you like it or not, the 2030 is coming. 2040, 2050. Those years are coming, I guarantee you. And Lord forbid, I hope we're still there. So, guys, work simply with the intention of knowing that you are trying to retire early by getting paid from your investments and your assets. Please put in the time to learn how to save. Put in the time to meditate and to think about what really is important to you in this world, you know? Now, I know you've heard that a million times, but I'm gonna say it another one time on top of that million, just so hopefully you might just get it right with this video from seeing it from your regular guy. So, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. I'm tired, man. I gotta rest. I'm gonna catch you on the next video. I'm planning on something crazy, just something I'm gonna go more analytic about how to handle money, and we can talk more about decisions, guys. The person that you have to become in order to make the right decisions. So I'm gonna catch you on the next video, and yeah, stay safe, man. Keep reading. Night.